Whoops, here we go. All right, so yeah, last time at the end of the last sort of recording part, I decided to do the mutation roulette, and I got pretty lucky because we got cryokinesis out of that. I needed to get like one additional way to attack, because this was kind of troublesome, and yeah, we got lucky. We need to be really careful about cryokinesis and our clones. What is even going on there? And our clones, if we use temporal fugue, because you know that might just backfire in that way, because it's an AoE attack. It hurts us as well. So yeah, that could be a bit of trouble. However, I think we're going to be fine. We need to make sure that if we use temporal fugue, that we need to make sure that we, come on brain, that we use cryokinesis and then activate the temporal fugue, when, at least as long as we are in as long as we are like in corridors or something, right? In an area where there isn't a lot of room to maneuver, and where we will have enemies close to us. So need to be careful about that, but I think I can keep that in mind. And even if we get hit by cryokinesis, you know, you always have a bit of time to get out of it. So yeah. So yeah, let's just start using that stuff. Why not? Yeah, that's it. Again, a ton of Naftalis. A lot of them we can just kill, like, using our normal stuff, like our swords and stuff like that. Yeah, that works. Yeah, having cryokinesis is really good. It's really good. It has a bit of a high cooldown, but you know, should be fine. Shit. We've taken a bit of a beating here. Come on. Come on, kill it. Shoot it. Okay. Steel buckler. We already have one, don't we? Yeah, we do. Whatever. Let's drop that again. Because it weighs 8 pounds. That's too much. Okay, where are we actually? Oops, our horse doesn't buy. There's a few Naftalis still following us. Oh yeah, we can actually start. Oh, Animals of a Vast Mind. There we go. Okay, we're gonna do chill. Now we're gonna teleport in our buddies. And you've just teleported the psychic guy away. Okay, that's fine. There's some barrier, we're confused, but our clones aren't. Have you killed it? Have you killed it? Do wonder. Should do a better job at reading the messages. I think we're good. Alright. Okay, let's get the sower seeds. The cryokinesis should probably be the first thing that I use. Okay, there's a few saws. Oh, there's a saw handler. Need to be careful about that. Okay. Let's freeze here. Kill that thing. Recharge a bit. Kill that thing. Are you? There you are. Okay. Need to be careful about the saw handler over there. We do have chill again. We have the temporary fugue ready. So let's see. Where is it? Probably engaged in battle over there, huh? Yeah, it did. So, freeze. How is it doing? It's fine. Laser it for a bit, and it's dead. Okay, good. Good, good, good. This seems alright so far. Level 16. We are inspired, that's fine. So we got light manipulation on 9 now. Cannot advance it. That means we have 1d5 plus 3. Next one is going to put it onto 9. 1d5 plus 4, so that's level 10. And I think mental mutations can get higher than 10, but I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a point into cryokinesis. Psychic Glimmer of 34, it's still Ospreys, so that's fine. I can't get Tinkering just yet, can't I? No. I need one more intelligence for that. So, you, buddy, you need to chill. Oh, that was bad, I'm sorry about that. I needed to. I needed to. Need to go full Mr. Freeze here. Oh, there's another saw handler. Okay, so, chill. Laser and dead. Okay, that definitely works. Again, we need to, especially now here in the jungle and stuff, we need to make sure that we have that we are constantly traveling at full charges with everything. So yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of mirthworms around here. There's an electrobow and a portable beehive. What do we have on our back? We have a rainbow weave cloak. Okay, that's kind of better. So, let's disassemble the thing. Look at this. Okay. Okay. How about we go down to Gridgate? We're gonna get rid of a bunch of our nonsense that we're lugging around. And yeah. And hopefully get a ton of lead slugs. So that we don't need to have to worry about that and can just use our pistols whenever we so please. How about that? What's the spark tick? Ah, the robots killed the spark tick. Okay, let's preserve. And let's do this again. To just constantly stay. Cloning Clive's a rich meat is now the recipe. So that will just, that makes things a bit easier. That will just let us, oh yeah, that's a completely empty map. Weird. That doesn't happen too often. How far can we actually go with, the range is not that high, but okay. do want to kill all these Spactics though. That's a good bit of experience. I think that's a chem cell, isn't it? Small cube. Huh. Metered chem cell. Ah, interesting. So this accurately displays its charge. That's neat. And we're just going to kill these Spactics because of experience, as always. So we are inspired again. And I think this is Grid Gate. Yeah, indeed. Okay. So we're just going to go down there. And this is going to be a way that we need to take a few times. Oh dear, there's a lot of stuff here. So we're just going to clean this out. Compass bracelets. You know what? Let's get at least one of them. That was a lead slugs. Yeah. So I'm going to put one here. Drop the other one. We only need one. So that we get lost less. That's nice. Take a look at that. Good. Nah. I think I'm going to stick with the nullworm skull. So yeah. Zap. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this character at this point. Man. This is fun. I just need to not do anything stupid, which I can't guarantee, unfortunately. But yeah, I need to stay careful. Do this properly. In the name of doing this properly, let's do the bottleneck thingy that you... Always bottleneck. That's important for roguelikes. Hermit is also attacking all of these mirthworms. Basic toolkit, we already have that, we don't need it. Okay. Oh yeah, right, we have a card. Not credit card, you know? Access card. A green one. This gets us through all of them, right? Yeah, it does. Good. That's awesome. It's not super... You know, it just gets us through every door. Usually you can find another way. It's not that important. But, you know, better to have it than not to have it. So, it increases our options. Let's just say it like that. Okay. Also, this will probably allow us to... This might get useful in Golgotha. Okay. Oh, is that a... No, it's just oily steel. I thought it might be a fullerite thing. That would be an early fullerite thing. But it wasn't. That's fine. Small milky tube. What is that? Hulk honey. Okay. Carrying too much to move. What did I pick up? Okay. Oh yeah, I'm carrying a lot of food. The raw bear meat. Oh yeah, right, that's super heavy. And I don't need 12 witchwood barks. Let's keep 4 of them. Melee weapons, yeah. I need to just prepare the food once we're out of this nonsense here. I will just do that. So Preserve, not prepare. Well, kind of the same. Cook. Yeah, 15. Nice. Okay, let's go down. You know, Grid Gate is rather straightforward. Especially with the droid scrambler. Which only works at Grid Gate. So, other droids are not going to be scrambled. So if you encounter any way droids outside of Grid Gate, they will be hostile. Or that will rather depend on your standing with the robot faction. Oh ho ho, hoo hoo, slumberling. Okay. Let's rest. And there's the slumberling. Okay. Freeze the slumberling. It's fine, okay. Call in our buds. And kill the slumberling. Okay, we could have done that on our own. I think the slumberlings might be alright now. I think if we can freeze them and laser them, we should be fine. It's kind of weird, right? Like, I've played this so much, but I've never... Because I've never really played Espers, it's kind of like I'm doing this for the first time. Greedy Poor asks if I have ever beat this game. Kind of. I had a run where I did everything that the game had at this point. You know, I did all the like the fungus forest in the middle. I did the where you have to infect yourself and have to do the spores in all the weird places and all this kind of stuff. So I actually got to the end of the content in Caves of Qud. You know, there's always stuff that you can do, and I went somewhere that and I still got killed at the end. But I kind of beat this game, but you know, there's a lot of, but there is no end to the game at this point. I think there still isn't. So yeah. But maybe this counts as an early access beat, I guess. And I got pretty close to that again, like 1 or 2 times off camera. Like I did it once on camera. I had a really good run on camera, but yeah. You know, getting to the end of the content kind of counts as beaten. But again, they're still adding a lot of stuff to the game, so there's no reason to stop playing, is what I'm saying. You know, the thing that will happen is just you run out of sort of authored story content, and then you can do other stuff still, right? You know, there's a lot of stuff that I haven't done yet. At some point, I want to actually try going for the murdering a chrome pyramid achievement, which is a tough thing to do. And there's still a lot of stuff that I haven't done in this game, so. Okay, I think we are in the right spot now. What do we have here? Weird artifact. Stasis grenade. Yeah, we're going to take that apart immediately and collect the silver nugget. We're going to take that apart immediately. And we're going to get this. Preserve again. And we're gonna cook this. Okay. Can you kill everyone in Joppa? I've never done that before, but that should be possible. You know, the warden might be a bit of trouble, but once you get higher level, that should be possible. I should probably do that at some point, right? I think I'm going to do that at some point. If I get this character really far, I will go back to Joppa and I will do a Joppa murder. I think there's an achievement for that, isn't there? Never actually thought about going for that, but that's a good idea. Thank you. Yeah. Well, that would be a fun thing. You know, I'm going to play the game normally for a while, but I might just do the Joppa murder. Desert rifle. Disassemble. Another one of these. A bit of cider. That's good. And a shade oil injector. Oops, that was the wrong one. Always so much stuff down here. Star apple. Okay. Where are you coming from? Huh. Another spark tick scutum. I'm overburdened. Well, let's preserve that. You relax by the warmth of the fire, because we're not hungry. Kind of like that. Can you build stuff in this game that would be cool building and terraforming? Yeah, there's a pretty extensive tinkering thing. This character is not really the right one for it, but you can do cool stuff with it, like terraforming. Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with it. You know, I think other systems like the mutation system is maybe a bit better for that, but it also has an extensive tinkering system. You need a high intelligence character for that, and my intelligence is pretty mediocre, so probably not gonna go for that. And tinkerers are pretty hard to play. But yeah. Come by way of Joppa. Enter then, traveler. Okay. And let's complete the quest. Yes. More than a willing spirit. Okay, so now we have the Golgotha quest. So that's neat. And that's the merchant. And we can buy 2,178 lead slugs. And that's what I'm gonna do. We could also get a carbide plate armor. Okay, wait, we need to take a look at... Okay, grid gate recoiler, we should get one of these. Small trinket, that's the most expensive one. So that might be an interesting sell in it, so I'm just going to get that, why not? And we need to get rid of a bunch of crap that we have. Man, we have all the money in the world. Like, there's no reason to... Jeez. Okay. Well, oh, the ganglion teleprojector is worth a lot. Well, maybe I should take a look at that. Okay. Let's just use the silver nuggets like that and a bunch of water so that we have a little less of it. Okay, so you know what? We're just going to buy that right now and see how heavy it is. We don't lose much. Okay. 2 silver nuggets. Maybe the bracelet. Yes. Can I do it? Get rid of the glow spheres, we don't need those. Yeah, like that. How about that? Did I ever play Dwarf Fortress? I never really got too much into it, but that's just because of the time investment. There was nothing, like, I liked what I was seeing, but yeah. Yeah, the items are not color coded. It's mostly for looks. Yeah. Like, this does not really have a color coded loot system, and I'm pretty glad it doesn't. But it's just it kind of works to, you kind of learn what different things look like, and it really works to differentiate stuff, like from first sight, you know. That's really useful. So with Dwarf Fortress, oh yeah, that's the steel plate mail is actually heavier. Okay, let's get rid of that. So Dwarf Fortress, I wasn't like daunted by that or anything, but I was just, it takes a bit of time to play Dwarf Fortress, you know? Do you have anything? And, you know, at the end of the day, there's too many games to play. Barkbiter jerky. I think that's just normal stuff. Might just get the book back, actually. Yeah, give me some more water then. Fine. Alright, so. The interface good enough? Yeah, you know. Like I'm like obtuse interfaces I don't mind them all that much, I guess. Because, you know, spend some time with it, learn it, and then you're kind of fine usually. But yeah, it kind of depends, right? We have these. These are worth a ton. Yeah, let's collect them. Usually you can learn most interfaces by just learning them. But yeah. But Dwarf Fortress is it's not like, it's a step above most roguelikes still, I know. In terms of like interface complexity and interface not necessarily smartness in a lot of ways, right? Like you can have very complex interfaces that are, but you know, like a lot of people often say about roguelikes that they don't like how you have to use the entire keyboard, right? And yeah, but I do like playing games with keyboard shortcuts. I don't like having to use menus for everything. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of a thing. We found a weird artifact. The stun rod. Ah, that's going to come apart immediately. Well, it just depends, I guess. Like if I can control a turn-based game with a keyboard or with a controller, I will always prefer the keyboard. But that's another thing that Caves of Qud is pretty smart at, actually. It's I think the keyboard control system is pretty smartly designed, and if you want you can also just use menus if you don't like using keyboard shortcuts for everything. But keyboard shortcuts make everything really faster, you know. I'm just, you know, I can just do the things I want to do a lot faster. after sort of the initial bit of learning. And I will always prefer that to things that are immediately clear, but you know, you always take forever to do anything. And those are just the extremes, right? But yeah. Oh, someone is near down here, and it's a fungus patch, so we're just going to not go there. Elastine skin suit. That was the... no. It wasn't. Okay. Okay. Man, I'm doing a long stream today. Longer than I usually do, but that's fine. I have a bit of time today. Can't have it all, yeah. Can just disassemble that. I mean, having defoliant is kind of nice, but whatever. No problem. Level 17, good. Chitinous Puma. Okay, can we already... no, cannot do that yet. Okay, we're gonna do nothing for now. Do we have... no. Mercurial has sort of respawned back here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Ah, something else was attacking it. The bloated leech was attacking it. The blue flash to the east. That might have been the Mercurial. Like, Mercurials just teleport around, and that just indicates where they teleport. Like, once they take damage, they teleport away. I think that was what you were probably referring to. Don't remember anything else. Might be dead already. Let's see. It's constantly taking damage for some reason, but oh no. Okay, Zap, how are you doing? Oh, it's still fine. Ugh. Yeah, we're not doing enough damage, I guess. Problem is you can always just land one hit and have to go for it again. Thing is, if you kill a Mercurial, you get some neat stuff out of it. Bunch of chem cells and usually a laser rifle. Don't think you get a laser pistol though, so... Ah, it's dead. Okay. Take the weird artifact. That's probably the laser rifle, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Examine. Laser rifle with a chem cell. So, take the cell out. I'm just going to disassemble the whole thing. But yeah. If you do bows and rifles, that's a guarantee, pretty much guaranteed laser rifle. Like the killing a Mercurial is a good way to get a laser rifle. What's that? A juicing cannibal. Oh, that got us a lot of... oh, that's a metal strut. Metal struts, we're not going to be able to use that, but it's really heavy, but pretty good, if I remember correctly, pretty good club. Now I'm carrying it around stupidly, which I don't need to. Like a metal strut, there it is. Or maybe not. Yeah, it's super heavy. I think it's also, for that reason, it's two-handed. But yeah, can do some damage with it. We need to be really careful in these ruins underground things. Because we might run into stuff that we don't want to run into. So let's be careful about that. Only advance charged. Oops. interesting. Okay. Alright. Make strategic use. Oh, this is acid slug. Okay. We need to make strategic use. The Kinborn. Do you mean just true kin? Yeah, you know, like there are some pretty cool true kin builds that you can use as well. It depends on what you do with it, right? But I tend to kind of alternate. I often play mutated humans, sometimes do true kin as well. Like the one, like once they had updated the cybernetics system, true kin became a lot more interesting. So yeah, I like playing true kin. The character with which I quote-unquote beat the game was a true kin. I think that was mostly just true kin cudgel, I think. Yeah, I used cudgels for that. And that worked out pretty nicely. Okay, we have some stuff here. Weird artifact with acid. Masterwork fungicide pump. That is interesting. I'm going to collect that because we might use that. You know? Like being able to destroy fungus is kind of neat. It might get useful. Probably a missile weapon. I also want to see whether I can collect a... I do want to get better pistols, like laser pistols or stuff like that. To have more options for fighting. We're gonna see. Sometimes you can find that stuff in here. Like from Arconauts, for example. Like the Arconauts later on, they usually are better equipped. Level 3. Need to be careful not to get too deep into this. This might be... Yeah, this is just a mercurial. Okay. Tons of amoeba around here. Something is shooting. Okay, that's a turret. Okay. All right. Oops. Shit. Shoot, shoot. Okay. A bunch of acid here. That's the mercurial, so we're going to stay behind this. They don't move on their own. A search key? What do you mean? You have this. Now you can see everything on the map with Alt. And you have an auto explore thing. I have bound that to 0 on the num block. That also works. When you see me like exploring really fast, that's what happens. I'm going to quickly stop recording here again, and I'll be back in a sec.